So today this video is going to help you rank higher on Google. It's a really interesting hack that I came across recently, and I know you're going to enjoy this video. Now, what's interesting about this hack that I came across was no one really knows if it works. It was written out on a forum with 60 different individuals wanting to know does it work and trying it. And some said it worked, but they couldn't show screenshots of it for some reason. I think it was a case the forum wouldn't allow images. So this video is going to see, has this Google My Business hack, does it actually work? Will it improve your ranking? And also, what can you do to stand out and get an increased impact of click-through rate on your posts within Google My Business so that increase your ranking? So first of all, what actually was this hack that they were speaking about? Well, you notice here it speaks about the fact that they were going to increase the size. In fact, you could double the size of your image. Then if your image is more important, if it's more prominent, people are more likely to click it. And we already know that images get the highest click-through rate with regards to Google My Business posts. But why was it everyone was talking about it and yet no one could post an image? Was it just a scam, or was it a hack that really works and increases your ranking? Well, that's where I decided to find out. Now, looking at insights, we know that it already shows photos produce the biggest impact. But if your photo was standing out against everyone else's, then that would surely produce an even more of an impact.
Okay, so let's try this then. So we're going to create a post. It'll be our first post in this case. We'll go to what's new, and we're just going to add this image. So let's just drag an image across that I've made. That's made for this fictional restaurant. So I'll just upload. I'm not going to write anything, so this is the key, and then click on, say, a call to action. So I'm going to go for a call now and publish. Okay, so it's gone live. Let's just see what it looks like on search. Okay, so it's interesting. We've got the call now button on it. So I've not seen that before, but that's quite useful. Let's just see what that looks like. I click that and it just wants to call now. So that's good. Okay, so we get this large card come up. This is pretty powerful stuff. So look at this. Within seconds, I've now got this large card. If we click on that, and it takes them through to this as well. Let's go to a different business and see how that compares. So I've got a golfing image here that's identical to the size of this. So there's no change in size, so we can clarify that. Okay, so let's see how this compares then. So if I go to add a new post here again, and I've now got this new image. So again, I'm not going to make any writing at all. I'm just going to go to what's new, and I'm going to use a call to action button. So add photos. So let's just click on that, and we'll drop in this similar size or exactly the same size photo. Just see what it does with this. I think it's worth bearing in mind you want it to contrast with that white button as well. I'm going to do a call now button, no writing, and publish. So again, we get this, we can view this and see what it looks like on the search. Just make sure it works. Okay, and again, you've got this blue. So I suppose it's the challenge is getting it on the right background. Let's just clear that. And you notice now you've got this full image. So as opposed to when you have it with a text and a call now, you can, you do get this contrast here with the white, which I think looks really smart. Now that stands out, doesn't it? Now what is also worth bearing in mind is I wonder whether we can get this to stand out when it comes to the map search. So I'm going to go to the map search, which is here.
And while I was filming this, I was also wondering, could other things like increasing images, could other areas of your Google My Business knowledge panel or your map results, could they benefit from increasing the image size as well? So it was a case of not just taking this one hack, this one trick, but seeing whether we could replicate it in other areas of Google My Business.
And so you notice if I click on, say here, you get this map search at the bottom. Okay, so it appears that it uses the cover photo. I was thinking if that was a full image there, that would really stand out. I'll just refresh it and just make sure that is the case. Yeah, so even refreshing it shows that is the case as well. So let's just go back to the results and just check. Yeah, nothing changes. So this is dictated by the cover photo. So let me show what I mean by that, which is this photo here, which I've covered in another episode, if you want to know how to do that. But if you notice these now, if I refresh this, you now got these fuller, flavored versions, and that obviously fits in with what we've got going on here. So a great opportunity to brand and put a full image across any of your knowledge panels, and I think that's a really useful tip for the coming weeks ahead if you want control, bearing in mind that people do click through on images far more than they do read text these days.
So standing out is always good for your business. You want to stand out on the results for search engines. You want to stand out for the Google Maps results too. Now, I mentioned earlier in the video that the cover image can be controlled. Majority of people don't know how to do this. So if you go onto this video here, I'll show you how you can control your image for your cover photo.